The secret rule that controls Princess Leonor's love, inside the hidden law governing Spain's future queen's heart. Hook. What if the greatest love story of your life was one you were never allowed to live? What if, from the moment you were born, a hidden rule silently dictated who you could love, when you could love, and whether you could love at all? Behind the calm smile, disciplined posture, and regal presence of Spain's future queen, lies one of the most powerful and heartbreaking secrets of modern royalty, an unwritten rule that quietly controls her romantic life, her emotional freedom, and her personal destiny. This is the story of the secret rule that governs Princess Leonor's love. It is a story of sacrifice, discipline, emotional restraint, political pressure, tradition, and destiny. Stay with us until the very end, because what you are about to discover will completely change the way you see royal life, love, and freedom. Right finger before we begin, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Your support helps us continue bringing you deep, emotional, and exclusive royal stories. Introduction. A heart born into duty. From the moment Princess Leonor was born, her life followed a path unlike any other. While most children grow up dreaming freely, discovering love naturally, and shaping their own emotional identity, Leonor's heart was placed under invisible protection and restriction. She was not simply born a child. She was born the future Queen of Spain. And with that title came rules that few fully understand. Among them, one of the most powerful is the silent control placed on her emotional and romantic life. This is not written plainly in law books. It is not announced publicly. But it exists, deeply embedded within royal protocol, tradition, political expectation, and constitutional responsibility. And it quietly governs her heart. 1. The invisible contract of royal birth. Royal children do not choose their destiny. They inherit it. Princess Leonor inherited centuries of tradition, national symbolism, and constitutional obligation. Her life is shaped by an invisible contract, one that places national interest above personal desire. This contract includes public service, political neutrality, emotional restraint, social responsibility, strategic marriage considerations. Love, in this context, becomes a matter of state, not merely a personal feeling, not simply an emotional experience, but a national concern. 2. Why royal love is never just personal. Throughout history, royal romances have changed the course of nations. Marriages were alliances. Relationships were diplomacy. Romantic choices could spark wars, revolutions, or constitutional crises. For this reason, monarchies learned early that love must be controlled. Princess Leonor's romantic life carries political weight. Every potential relationship must be evaluated through constitutional stability, public perception, diplomatic implications, security concerns, cultural expectations. This transforms love into strategy. Emotion becomes responsibility. 3. The secret rule explained. Love must never threaten the crown. The unspoken rule controlling Princess Leonor's love is simple, yet powerful. Her romantic choices must never threaten the stability, dignity, or continuity of the Spanish monarchy. This single principle governs who she may date, how public her relationships can be, when emotional involvement is acceptable, whether love is permitted at all. Every emotional connection must align with duty. 4. The constitutional shadow over her heart. Spain's constitution places enormous responsibility on the monarch. While it does not explicitly dictate romantic behavior, it requires the monarch to preserve national unity, political neutrality, institutional dignity. Princess Leonor's future marriage will one day require parliamentary approval. This means her partner must be politically acceptable, socially suitable, publicly respected, diplomatically neutral. Love, therefore, cannot exist independently. It must pass through layers of approval. 5. Why her heart belongs to Spain first. Leonor does not belong solely to herself. She belongs to Spain. This is perhaps the hardest truth of royal life. Her emotions, choices, and personal happiness are always secondary to national responsibility. When millions depend on your image, your conduct, and your leadership, personal freedom becomes limited. For Leonor, love is not forbidden, but it is regulated. 6. The psychological weight of controlled emotion. Growing up under emotional discipline shapes the psyche deeply. From childhood, Leonor learned Emotional restraint, public composure, personal sacrifice, controlled expression. This training protects her from scandal, but it also limits emotional spontaneity. Falling in love freely becomes psychologically complicated. Trust becomes fragile. Vulnerability becomes risky. 7. Royal training, teaching emotional discipline. Leonor's upbringing emphasizes emotional control. She is trained to maintain composure under pressure, suppress emotional reaction, communicate diplomatically, avoid impulsive behavior. These skills are essential for leadership. But they also shape her emotional development. Her heart learns patience. Her emotions learn silence. 8. Privacy, the soil where love grows, and why she lacks it. Love requires privacy. Intimacy needs space. But Princess Leonor lives under constant surveillance. Her movements are monitored. Her interactions are observed. Her environment is controlled. This makes natural emotional development extremely difficult. Romantic exploration becomes nearly impossible. 9. The media as a force of control. The media plays a powerful role in regulating Leonor's emotional life. Every rumor becomes a headline. Every glance becomes speculation. Every friendship becomes a possible romance story. This environment creates pressure to avoid emotional exposure. One misinterpreted moment could spark international headlines. Thus, emotional restraint becomes survival. 10. Security concerns and controlled relationships. As future queen, Leonor faces constant security risks. Every person close to her is thoroughly vetted. This includes friends, teachers, classmates, advisors, social contacts. Romantic partners would undergo extreme scrutiny. This security filter further limits emotional freedom. 11. The role of her parents in enforcing the rule. Her parents, understand the emotional dangers of royal life. They enforce discipline not out of coldness, but protection. They guide Leonor's emotional boundaries. They prioritize her safety, dignity, and future stability. Their strict parenting ensures emotional control. 12. Queen Letitia's own experience with public love. Queen Letizia experienced intense public scrutiny when her relationship with King Felipe became known. She understands the emotional toll, the criticism, the judgment, the loss of privacy. This makes her especially protective of Leonor's emotional life. She shields her daughter from premature emotional exposure. 13. The fear of scandal. Royal scandals can destabilize public trust. History proves this repeatedly. A single romantic controversy could damage monarchy credibility, spark political debate, trigger constitutional tension, divide public opinion. Thus, Leonor's emotional restraint protects institutional stability. 14. The loneliness of controlled destiny. Despite privilege, royal life is emotionally lonely. Leonor cannot form friendships freely. She cannot date casually. She cannot explore emotional connection normally. This isolation shapes deep emotional strength, but also quiet loneliness. 15. Can she ever fall in love freely? The answer is complex. Love is not forbidden, but it is conditional. Her heart must wait. Her emotions must align with duty. Her future relationship must serve both love and monarchy. True freedom remains limited. 16. The burden of being a symbol. Leonor represents national continuity. Her image symbolizes Spain's future. Every emotional decision carries symbolic weight. This makes emotional freedom heavy. Her heart becomes national property. 17. The conflict between human desire and royal duty. At her core, Leonor is human. She desires emotional connection, intimacy, affection, understanding, but duty requires restraint. This internal conflict defines royal existence. 18. Royal women and the history of controlled love. Historically, royal women sacrificed emotional freedom more than men. They were married for diplomacy. They surrendered personal desire. Leonor inherits this legacy. Though modern monarchy allows more freedom, echoes of tradition remain. 19. Modern monarchy versus ancient rules. Spain's monarchy balances tradition and progress. While personal freedom increases, institutional expectation remains. Leonor stands at this crossroads. She embodies modern values, but carries ancient duty. 20. The role of public opinion. Public support sustains monarchy. A controversial romance could divide society. Thus, public expectation indirectly governs her heart. 21. Psychological resilience, her emotional armor. Leonor develops emotional resilience. She learns patience. She cultivates inner strength. She masters self-control. This emotional armor protects her. 22. What her story teaches us about sacrifice. Leonor's journey reveals. True leadership demands sacrifice. Responsibility outweighs personal desire. Emotional strength is built through discipline. Her story inspires reflection. 23. Love in her future. Hope still lives. Despite constraints, hope remains. Perhaps one day love will align with duty. Perhaps destiny will allow her heart freedom. Her story remains unwritten. 24. A future queen learning to wait. Patience becomes her greatest lesson. She learns to delay desire. She understands timing. She masters restraint. This emotional maturity defines her leadership. 25. The human heart behind the crown. Behind royal discipline beats a human heart. Leonor feels. She hopes. She dreams. She sacrifices. Her humanity makes her story powerful. Final thoughts. A heart guarded by destiny. The secret rule controlling Princess Leonor's love is not cruelty. It is destiny. It is responsibility. It is sacrifice. Her emotional life reflects the weight of monarchy. She carries centuries of history within her heart. And perhaps one day, love will find its way through duty. Until then, her story reminds us that behind every crown lies a heart learning to endure. Heart, if you enjoyed this emotional and revealing story, please remember to right finger subscribe, thumbs up like, speech balloon comment your thoughts, repeat button share this video. Your support helps us continue bringing you powerful royal stories. What do you think about the rule controlling Princess Leonor's love? Is it fair, or too cruel? Let us know in the comments.